There is a definite sense of occasion here as both teams square up to each other with fire in their eyes. This is a day for hope, for expectation, for renewed ambition. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. We are just getting started.
We've seen a few flyers over time, Peter, but this one is eerily reluctant.
You mean Dennis Bergkamp, of course.
Yeah, what a brilliant operator. I mean, his levels of skill and technique and imagination are just textbook, and sometimes off the scale. He won't back down in a challenge either.
And this is Bergkamp. Azar. Aguero. Threads one in. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, that's a... And Guti! But he's left disappointed.
Guti has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
Tries to pass it through. Oh, that's well spotted. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Serginho. Somewhat off target. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Van der Vaart. Knocks it into space. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Not where it came from.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of move.
Big chance! Andrei Shevchenko, the great Ukrainian goal machine! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy!
Number 20.
Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
If you have that good a connection, you know where that's going to end up, Peter. I think he knew the moment he caught it.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive? Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box. Celtic really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
And that is well cleared. And they win it back again.
Aguero really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Howson gets across to intercept that. Royce is always looking to break lines. Oh, it's Bergkamp. And that's clear cut, it's a free kick. And that's going to be a booking.
He just can't argue with that. He could have been booked for an earlier incident too.
Oh, no joy this time. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
That's been cut out, well played. 30 minutes gone.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Couldn't squeeze it through. Mendieta. Celtic disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Now it's Guti. Azar. He won't be happy with that one. Looking to play him in. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Celtic truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Shevchenko. Throw it. And it's Azar. Can he get on the end of this? Aguero showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Shot could be on. Forced to go back. He's having a pop! A real chance and a real let-off.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Serginho cuts out the pass. Takes on his marker. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Bergkamp. Now it's Guti. Van der Vaart. Shot a goal! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Celtic really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
There will be 1 minute at a time.
Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Akanji. Now it's Drogba. Van Bouten cuts it out. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Celtic currently behind by 1-0 at the break.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest.
Substitution for Celtic, number 33, Dan Burn.
So right back into the action.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Diego Maradona.
Spread to the right. Shevchenko. Oh, easy pickings there.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
And he cuts out the supply. Tries to play it through. And it's Royce. Celtic do appear to have... And there's the shot! There was plenty of power on that. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Cucurella. Van der Vaart.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Celtic clearly didn't help them.
Maradona! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Maradona is offering a wry smile there.
Costa Curta. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Celtic still chasing a 1-goal deficit here. Oh, super find.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. He's had it taken off him. Azar. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Tries from distance. And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Aguero. Great vision. Now it's Maradona. Maradona is fouled.
Substitution for Celtic. Number 6, Guti. Coming on to replace him.
That's a shade optimistic.
Number 7, Naúl.
Now it's Drogba. Looking for the run. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Raúl. Oh, good. There's the shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Header comes in! And somehow he has kept that out. He's gone for goal! Always going over the top.
Yeah, but you only need to look across to the sideline to see what one makes of that, Peter.
Celtic are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
He's looking wide. He is through here. That's put paid to the danger. Just eases him off the ball.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Plenty of space out wide here. Costa Curta did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Van der Vaart. Oh, nice touch. Cucurella. Flashes it across. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Van der Vaart cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Van der Vaart. Raúl. And that's a simple one for the keeper.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Shevchenko. And he's there to clear it. Kimmich's cross. Towering header! And a neat finish! And surely now, the result's beyond doubt.
Algeria, number 15.
What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
And there goes the final whistle. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. Not a lot that went glaringly wrong, but the result is one that will make them suffer.
Hello, everyone.
So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. We're up and running then. The unmistakable Daniel van Baalten.
One of those players that's been there, done it, got the t-shirt.
And perhaps that's his greatest strength, Jim, his experience.
Certainly one of them, Peter, although for me his all-round game is what impressed most. He's a credible goal threat too, both inside the box and from range.
Yeah, he's got one mighty shot on him. I think it's true to say he once burst a ball while taking a free kick.
I can actually imagine that.
And he was alert to it. And he's there to clear it. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oyarzabal. Byrne attempts a clearance. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. He's having a shot! He's got away with one there.
And this is why almost every team presses from the front these days, Peter. If you get it right, it creates more chances.
Play cross-field, changing the point of attack.
Good switch, that.
Tonali tries to pass it through. Looking for the far post. Tries to get it clear. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Messi. And it's Rodri. Out towards the flank. In towards the backs. Oh, good climb! Harmlessly behind. A poorly directed kick from the keeper. He's given it away. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Merino, played out to the left flank. Mendieta.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Celtic are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's found space here. He's picked his way through. He's rising! Same attempt, same outcome. It threatens little.
Maybe they're trying to cash in on this, but someone has to up the quality here, both movement and delivery.
And that is a little undercooked. Oh, well measured. And a chance! Goal! Celtic! And that takes him up to 30. 30 goals for this side. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch and they're dazed.
You felt it was coming, 1-0.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
And he's decided to go for it. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Aimed beyond the... Great chance! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Girassi deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Corner number 2 then. And he's there to clear it. Celtic have the chance to go the other way. Timber cuts out the pass. Carvajal is always looking to play quality balls. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Shot could be on. Threads one in. Guti unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. He won't be happy with that one. Lovely pass, but can he get there? It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Carvajal. Tries to cross. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Corner number 3 coming up. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And now they can spring out of defence. Dunk kept his eye on it, and he's there. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Lee Kang-in. Tonali plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Plays a sharp little ball here. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point, and the score is 1-0. Akanji. Oh, they could be caught out here. Oh, that's a key interception. Mendieta.
There will be 1 minute at a time.
Van der Vaart. And it's been played through. Akanji. That has ended up in no man's land. That's it, 45 minutes up. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Okay, they got hit with that one sucker punch, but I don't think there was much wrong with their overall approach. I think the boss needs to give his team a lift during the break, and they should still be quite buoyant.
Celtic are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. So the action resumes. Celtic leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Van der Vaart. Guti. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Lee Kang-in, driven in. That has been knocked clear. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Good read, needed to be. Now it's Messi. Akanji promptly onto that, and that is that. Carvajal. That's Lee Kang-in. Passes short and sharp. He's chosen to go back. And it's Carvajal. Delivery from Danny Carvajal. Defending of the desperate variety. So their fourth quarter of the game. Cleared away. Celtic are looking to go forward now. Still just the single goal between the sides. Now it's Lee Kang-in. Lee Kang-in tries a cross. Easy enough for the goalkeeper.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Timber. And that's a really buccaneering run. He's... And the shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
They're up to 5 corners now.
Number 18, Robert Lewandowski.
Van Balten gets it away. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he?
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Oyarzabal. the keeper's ball. And no, that was never going to make it. Cedric, what are you thinking?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
Ball in towards the middle.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
And here's Lewandowski! Oh, that was precious close.
Oh, he overcooked that one, aiming for perfection, and he got it slightly wrong.
Celtic, number 31.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Coming on the field is number 8, Ronald Araujo.
Now that's well seen too. And it's Guti. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. No way through. Now it's Lewandowski. Nicely weighted ball.
Might want to be careful there.
Rodri wins the duel this time. This is a promising build-up. Dani Olmo. No, not quite on the same wavelength.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Number 18, Lionel Messi. Number 6, Guti. Coming on the field. Number 7, Raul. Number 9, Diego Maradona.
And he's being shifted off it. Celtic have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Mikel Oyarzabal. Park Ji-sung. Park Ji-sung going like a man possessed at the moment.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Couldn't squeeze it through. And it's Rodri. Knocks it out wide. Played in by Dani Carvajal. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Maradona. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Now it's Oyarzabal. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Park Ji-sung.
2 added minutes.
The pass is intercepted. Tonali. And he's let fly. And here's Lewandowski. He'll try from distance. Oh, relief. Relief at last. The final whistle. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Cristiano Ronaldo picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there.
For our World Charity Fund.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Chelsea against Celtic.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So we're up and running. This is the lineup we've been given. How do you read it, Jim?
Well, the modern version of that is a lot more fluid and flexible than in bygone times. There's a much greater understanding of the need for players to cover forward running, and it enables risk-taking.
Great chance! Oh, the ball's... Oh, what has happened here? Alexander-Arnold with the delivery. And that should get the job done. Rice.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
It's a really well-measured ball. And this is Maradona.
There's a name in this lineup, Peter, that's synonymous with being dependable.
The man they call safe hands.
Yep, David Seaman, one of the outstanding keepers of his time and a commander of tight defence because of the understanding he develops with those in front.
And now they can clear their lines. And it's Van Basten. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Aguero purring through the gears. Van der Vaart defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Foden. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Threads one in. Great ball if he can get there. Van der Vaart shapes to shoot! And it's goal! Celtic! And Celtic are in front.
The goal scorer for Celtic.
He won't get any simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
First breakthrough.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Van Dijk. This is a promising build-up.
Chelsea really do like to play with a distinctive style, one that's pacey and expansive.
And they have the players, those players that love a gallop or two out wide.
Yeah, they're the key supply routes, Peter, carrying the ball and then delivering it across that box.
Oh, he's been caught napping. He's shifting through the gears here. Messi. Oh, the touch is just too thick. Could really have done without that.
Well, I think that might well put him off watching tonight's highlights.
Gerrard, renowned for his long-range shooting. Gerrard. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And the shot! And he's stuck it away! They're level in a trice!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Van Basten really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
And this is Aguero. Yamal! Nearly, but not quite.
Lamine Yamal is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Van Basten. Good running, strong and purposeful. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Yamal. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Gerrard. And this is Aguero. Oh, such a clever touch. Delivered low. Oh, there's a probing ball. That has been slung wide. He has found the way through.
Might want to be careful there.
Oh, it's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Yeah, the confidence we can admire, the decision-making we can't. He learned from it.
And here's Aguero. Might be danger here. He's had a shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Chelsea with the corner. They're first. And that has been cleared. Oh, he's been caught. Shot a goal! In he goes again! And that was precious close.
Well, I think the defence are breathing a big sigh of relief here. He really spanked that, and it wasn't far away at all.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Foden. That's an imaginative pass. Chips it through. No luck with that dink over the top. Rice. Aims beyond the defence. Oh, super ball! It's Maradona! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Maradona really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Point blank header! He doesn't look too happy with that. And we've reached half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. The midway point of the game.
Well, you have to ask questions how this has stayed 1-1, Peter. I do think, though, that the way spaces have been found in key areas with relative ease will be a real concern, something that needs addressing, and fast.
Well, they've gone toe-to-toe for those 45 minutes, and at half-time the score is 1-1.
Substitution for Chelsea, number 11, Marco van Basten.
The second half then, just getting going.
The field is number 4, Kylian Mbappe.
What a throw in. Tries to play it through. Oh, that's a key interception. Gerrard. Van Dijk. Looking for options for movement. And he plays one through. Messi! Foden. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Mendieta. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And this is Aguero. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. That's a lovely, neat pass. And here's Gerrard. And that interception was most necessary. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Foden. Foden will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Gerrard unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And he's got the beating of his man. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Yamal, Rice, and that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And they can counter here. Played into space. He's in plenty of space here. Chelsea needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Maradona is in a really good position out wide. Gerrard. Mbappe. Now it's Yamal. Pinches it off him. Byrne. All played for Mendieta. Mendes gets a foot in here. Chelsea are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Aguero showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now it's Yamal. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. And here's Mbappe. And it's Rice.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
That's really well manoeuvred. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Celtic really will have to throw everything at this now. Real chance! Another one of football's and how moments.
Van der Vaart fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
Number 24, Lamine Yamal. Coming on to replace him is number 15, Lionel Messi.
Chelsea have opted to make another change here. Van Dijk. Messi. And it's Shevchenko. Alexander-Arnold. And here's Mbappe. Great defending, strong and determined. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Alexander-Arnold spots it and intercepts. Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Mbappe. That has not gone well.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Alexander-Arnold calmly anticipates. Shoots! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, he's been caught napping! Guti.
There will be
Gerrard.
1 minute at a time.
Oh, easy pickings there.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
He's through here. Oh, good take in a good area. And that will be the final act. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Celtic certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging spells that more should have been made of.
Hello, everyone, and welcome
Well,
to
football is, of
today's
course,
match.
ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours,
Again,
it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, we're on the way.
Mark van Bommel is a player who is tailor-made to marshal the midfield, Peter. He's an expert ball winner, and he's keen to stamp his authority very early in any game.
And a whole lot more than that, yeah? We've seen him contribute offensively and in no small measure very often.
And he's got a great range of passing, so whatever he wins back, he'll be spraying it left and right in a hurry. And don't forget, he does have a real howitzer of a strike too.
As England fans will well remember. It's gone out for a throw-in. That's really well cleared. And it's Bellingham. Played out wide. Aimed at the far side. And it's claimed by the keeper. And once more he proves rigid and robust. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Bellingham. Bellingham powering forward here. Aguero. And this is Aguero. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Roberto Carlos gets it away. And Zonzi. Nothing much to report on so far. Each side waiting to make their first move. Oh, easy pickings there. Kane. It's a pretty loose pass. And he's there to get it away. Onana.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
Has to go back. He tries one from range. That was mighty close. And Zonzi. Baggio is onto this. And the finish! Ghana are very well equipped down the flanks. It is a tried and tested formula.
Well, Peter, that can cause real problems if they're allowed to run riot in those positions, whether through direct running or from deliveries towards the box. It can work.
Pass somewhat off target. Roberto Carlos. Well, it's more pressure than ball at the moment.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
And Zonzi. And he's had it nicked away. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. That's good vision. No, that's been intercepted. Onana is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Ball's over the line, and it is a corner. Ghana with the corner, there first. Cleared away. Oh, that's a fine interception. And now they can spring out of defence. Van Dijk wins the duel this time. And it's Aguero. Dinks one through. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Deftly away. Aguero proves too strong. Roberto Carlos is looking to influence the game from out wide. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Probing pass. Not the most accurate pass. No, it's come to nothing. And he was quick to react. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he's managed to get rid. Vardiol. Vardiol. He's having a hit! And he's gone looking for safety.
There will be 1 minute at a
Looking
time.
for a run-up. And he's there to retrieve it. Roberto Baggio. Now that's well seen too. And that is the end of the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. So neither side has found a way through yet.
It's not a bad game by any means, Peter, but it definitely needs an injection of some invention, creativity. There's so much you can do with all that industry by just adding a little bit of skill.
So at the halfway stage, we still have deadlock. The score 0-0. So we're off again.
Celtic clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
That has ended up in no man's land. And he welcomes it in.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Kane. Aguero. Kane, tantalisingly brilliant, at times unstoppable. And he can clear it away. Ghana have reclaimed it. Van Bommel. Van Bommel cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Van Bommel. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Can he get it through? Pass is just off target. And he passes it long. They continue each to cancel the other out. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Koundé. And it's Kane. And here's Aguero. Oh, nice touch. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now it's Kane. He'll try from distance! And there's a goal! How they've waited! Now they have it!
The goal scored for Ghana after 63
There was
minutes
no
in.
getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Substitution for Celtic, number 11, Emmanuel Emega. Coming on to replace him is number 6, Guti.
Ghana choosing to make the first change. Drogba to come on, a change that had been mooted for a while.
Yeah, I think the manager might have feared his team could become a little tentative, conservative even, Peter, but this will make a nice change.
Ghana have taken the lead.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
Kane. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. He is through here! Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on.
Celtic really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
And it's Nzonzi.
Substitution for Celtic, number 7, Laou. Number 21, Amadou Onana. Coming on the field, number 9, Diego Maradona. Number 19, Rivaldo.
That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Played out towards the right wing. Celtic have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. Rivaldo. Can he get on the end of this? And it's Roberto Carlos. And the through ball. And that pass just didn't quite work.
Celtic really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Now it's Aguero. That has not gone well. Celtic could be just about done here.
Well, I like to see, Peter, that they haven't given up yet, so the spirit burns.
Guti! It's a goal! Celtic are all square. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
We're looking at a different game now.
Celtic really can sense it now. This game is theirs to win. They just need to step it up and force the issue.
And they've got rid. Maradona. Great vision. Good ball over the top.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And this is Nzonzi. Nzonzi is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Van Bommel. Now, can they get him away? Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Rivaldo is there to clear. And the referee brings it to a close. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks a winner of course, but the crowd largely satisfied.
Signore e signori,
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. So straight into the action. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. So what can they make of this? That's been slipped through. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, good spread. Camavinga deals with that comfortably. And now the breakaway.
You know, Peter, there's a player down there who I've always admired, Carlos Puyol. This game is not all about technique and skill. You need big hearts too, and they don't come any bigger than Puyol's.
Yeah, that is one leader of men. Ruan, driving forward. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. Puyol does really well to win the ball there. And it's Azar. Neither of these two want to come off second best. He's had a shot! Oh, it's come loose. Oh, what has happened here? Now the cross. And that has been cleared. Guti.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
He's picked his way through. And this is Unzonzi. And this is Messi. Played in with purpose.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just...
And the finish! And the pass is intercepted. Guti. Oh, that's an excellent interception. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Celtic clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Nicely shaped ball. Hazard picks it up out wide. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. No goals as yet. Messi. Roberto Carlos. And here's Messi. Passing nice and neat. And that interception was most necessary. Guti! Azar, never out of the action for very long. And here's Rooney. And here's Diego Costa. Lovely bit of skill. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And it's Azar. He's a sharp little ball here. No way through. Hazard. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Inter Milan have reclaimed it. That's tidy. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. That's put paid to the danger. Rice. Now it's Messi. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Hakimi, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Azar. Now it's Rooney. Oh, it's come loose. Back they go.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
And it's Rice. He's looking wide. Raul. That's an imaginative pass. No luck with that dink over the top. Well, a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. It's Azar! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And this is Diego Costa. Taken back almost at once. Over to the right flank. Messi. Hakimi. Camavinga for Messi. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Ruan. And it's Amadou Onana. Great ball, and he's Nsonzi! Oh, and that is a thrilling end to the first 45. Oh, fascinating half, full of talking points, not least that last very, very late one. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I think despite the scoreline, Peter, there's only one team in it. They might not have made the most of their chances so far, but I see no signs of frustration creeping in. Maybe a bit of fine-tuning during the break, and they should get their reward in the second half.
Well, it's been a half that hasn't lacked suspense or intrigue. It's only lacked goals. 0-0 at the break. So straight into the second half. So the first half brought no goals. Looking for a runner. Good ball over the top. Chance for a shot! And the ball's come loose here. Cleared without hesitation. There's the crossfield ball. It's a pretty loose pass. It'll be a throw-in. Rice. Great defending, strong and determined.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Puyol. Camavinga. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Well, that is one way to stop him. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Spread to the right. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, that's delightful. Crosses it in. Oh, that was vital.
Celtic clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Azar is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. And it's Azar. Azar scooting forward. Throw it. Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
Cross needs to be good. Cleared away. And the shot's on here. Rice. It's a sweeping cross. That's going to go a long way. Rice. And here's Shevchenko. And it's Camavinga. Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Onana did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Celtic still have the cards to affect this game. Tries to dink it through. And that's a simple one for the keeper.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
Just about up to 75 minutes. Hazard. Oh, that's nice. Crosses it in. And he's cleared it out of harm's way.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
This is a promising build-up. Gets a good foot in there. The ball is loose and the chase is on. And he can thump it away. Luis Suarez. Hazard. And here's Shevchenko.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And this is it's Luis Suarez! And that's a sharp finish. And that could well be the winner.
Well, what a shift in moods here, Peter. That weight's finally off their shoulders, and tails are well and truly up. Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
Numero 15, Messi. Lasciano il campo per il numero 18, il numero 19.
You felt it was coming. 1-0.
Well, Peter, the manager's all smiles, but he's got a big decision to make here. He needs to see this one out.
The message is clear. None shall pass. Celtic have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. And here's Maradona. Knocks it into space. Takes a shot! Rivaldo is flagged offside.
Celtic really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
And it's Shevchenko.
Inter are totally dominant in the middle of the park, and no through zone.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. He's going to be disappointed with that. It's a good run he's making out on the left. Goes down, but nothing given. And he can clear it away. Celtic have got it back and they'll have another go. Luis Suarez played out to the left flank. Shevchenko! And that'll be the end of that. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. There's the whistle.
Well, Peter, I look at this side and think to myself, who's going to make the difference? Well, there's only one answer, and it has to be Rivaldo. He's capable of producing some extraordinary moments.
Indeed. Offensively, I guess there's very little, if anything, missing from his game. That is good alertness. And it's De Bruyne. Well, that is commitment to the cause. And we have our very first corner. Messi with the short one. Great defending, strong and determined. Celtic have the chance to go the other way. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and
Messi! And that's straight down the keeper's throat.
Messi has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
De Bruyne. Played out to the left flank. And this is De Bruyne. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Oh, that's a key interception. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Guti. He won't be happy with that one. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Guti. Mendieta. Looking for the run. Oh, good read.
He read that really well.
Shot, surely! Goal! Celtic! And Celtic are in front.
The goal scorer for Celtic after 22
More or
minutes.
less by himself, as cool as you like.
Oh, that's excellent composure, because the keeper put as much pressure on as he could by not committing sooner.
You felt it was coming, 1-0.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Can he finish? Tries to get it clear. And the finish! And he couldn't finish.
De Bruyne deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
It's their second corner of the game. They've played it short. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's got away. That is good strength. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. De Bruyne. De Bruyne cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
He has found a way through. De Bruyne.
Zimbabwe really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Knocks it into space. And he's cut it out. Alexander-Arnold. Messi. Couldn't squeeze it through. Oh, this looks sharp. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And it's De Bruyne. And he was quick to react.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. De Bruyne. Tries to play it through. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Burn promptly onto that, and that is that. Messi. Messi. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And that has found him in acres of space. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
There will be 1
Camavinga deals with that comfortably. Saka. Saka carries the ball down the right. Oh, well played. And he's heaved it away. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time.
Please be made aware.
There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Celtic just ahead then as we reach 45 minutes.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Celtic can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break.
Substitution on the field. Number 9, Vinicius Jr.
We're on the move again.
Coming on to replace him is
Celtic
number 19,
leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Great vision. That's been cut out, well played. And they've got rid. That's a good ball. And he's gone looking for safety. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. De Bruyne. It's Camavinga. Cristiano Ronaldo. Nicely spread.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Rivaldo! Messi. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well.
And Guti! De Bruyne. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he cuts out the supply. Well timed, excellent interception. And that is a little undercooked. Saka. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Celtic are ahead here by what is still the only goal. Messi. And it's De Bruyne. Threads one in. Probing pass. That pass has been well intercepted. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
Rivaldo. Rivaldo! De Bruyne. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him. They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And it's Alexander-Arnold. Messi. It's Camavinga. Now then, the ball's come loose. Guti. That's a throw.
Substitution for Celtic. Number 6, Guti. Coming on the field
And it's Messi.
Number 7,
Rivaldo. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. It's Rivaldo! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, nice touch. Engages and forces him off the ball. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That has not gone well. Tries to pass it through. He's through here. It's a promising position. Flashes it across.
substitution for Celtic. Number 20, Cristiano Ronaldo. Number 15,
So, third corner of the game.
Lionel Messi. Coming on the field. Number 9,
Messi goes
Diego
short.
Maradona. Number 18,
Now it's Messi. Now
Roberto
here's the delivery.
Baggio.
That's really well cleared.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
De Bruyne charging forward, the ball at his feet. Celtic have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. No, again there's no way through.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Played into space. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Still just that single goal and we are nearly done. Now it's Roberto Baggio. And this is Raul. Raul! Well, now it's a race. Oh, what has happened here?
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Back in once more.
Celtic really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Lionel Messi, number 10. Bukayo Saka, number 19. Gareth Bale,
Looking for a runner.
number 18.
He's found a way through.
Cristiano Ronaldo, coming on the field. Number 6. Rafinha.
They've got to be quick
Number
moving this
7.
forward.
Mohamed Salah, number 17.
This is Roberto Baggio.
Number 22.
Camavinga, nicely shaped ball.
Two
Nice
added
interception.
minutes
His
have been
positioning was
indicated.
spot on. Now it's Lewandowski. Zimbabwe have a free kick promptly taken. Shot. It's Lewandowski! He's been bundled over. That is a foul. Yellow or red? It is red. There's obvious upset over that challenge. You can see the players face to face. Let's hope this doesn't escalate. Celtic are down to 10 men.
Look, Peter, what they need now are cool heads and discipline, and instead it looks like they've got a liability in their side.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And that is as far as it goes. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride.
How
would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, Peter, I was expecting this game to be put to bed a lot earlier.